Okay, welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of Unit 9 for the day of May 28th, Ventures to Kcpc. Okay, so we were last in our workbook. If you would please take that out and turn to page 111. We did half of it. We're going to finish the other half. And it says, complete the outline for a paragraph on the causes and effects of water pollution in a lake. We've already read through the vocabulary. So on the left-hand side, and what I like to do is check off when I've already used one of the phrases so that I makes it much more clear as to what it is that I have to choose from. Causes. Number 1, new factories allow dirty water to go into the lake. So what's a detail that would go under new factories allow dirty water to go into the lake? If that happens, the water smells bad. And the water is an ugly color. Another cause that happens that creates a problem. People throw garbage into the lake. That causes problems. That is a cause of a problem. What is a detail that would tell more about what kind of garbage people throw into the lake? Bottles and cans. Plastic bags. Okay. So on the other side, we have the effects of all of these actions. Number 1, which they have written in for us, is the lake is not good for fishing. What is a detail about that? The lake is not good for swimming. Number 2, people don't want to live by the lake. That would be an effect, right? People don't want to live by the lake. Number 3, the lake is not good for fishing. So that would be the effects caused by all of the statements on the left. Okay, so here we've finished page 111. Let's move on to the next page in the workbook, page 112, please. Another view. Read the questions, look at the chart, then fill in the answers. Environmental. Everyone for the pronunciation, please. What is it? Environmental. Okay, so here's the quote. In your opinion, what is the most important environmental problem facing the world? This is who took the survey? College students. From what college? That's right, Fairview Community College. Let's read the first environmental problem. Global warming. How many people thought it was the most important problem in 2000? 12% of the people, let's use a whole sentence, 12 to have practice repeating the vocabulary. 12% of the people in 2000 thought global warming was the most important environmental problem facing the world? I'm just going to do that for the top one. Today, how many people think that global warming is the most important environmental problem facing the world? 32% of the people think that global warming is the most important environmental problem facing the world. So this is actually practice in repeating a fairly long sentence with complicated words and more difficult words to pronounce. Okay. Next one, energy. How many people thought energy was the most important problem in 2000? Your answer is? It should have been 16% of the people thought the most important environmental problem was energy. How many people today think that energy is the most important environmental problem? Your answer should be 19% of people think that energy is the most important environmental problem facing the world. Next, water pollution. What percentage of the people in 2000 thought water pollution was the most important problem facing the world? That's right. 18% of the people thought that water pollution was the most important environmental problem facing the world. Today, how many people think that water pollution is the most important environmental problem facing the world? That's right. 13% of the population think that water pollution is the most important environmental problem facing the world today. Next, air pollution. In 2000, how many people thought that was the most important environmental problem facing the world? The answer should have been in 2000, 19% of the people thought the most important environmental problem facing the world was air pollution. How about today? So your answer should be today, 12% of the population thinks that air pollution is the most important environmental problem facing the world today. Next, garbage. How many people think the most important environmental problem facing the world today is garbage? Excuse me, not today, in 2000. The answer should be in 2000, 17% of the population thought that garbage was the most important environmental problem facing the world. What about today? It should be today, 10% of the population believe that garbage is the most important environmental problem facing the world. How about loss of plants and animals? Okay, in 2000, 7% of the population thought that loss of plants and animals was the most important environmental problem facing the world. How about today? I'm smiling because you could say the same number of people, right, or the same percentage believe that loss of plants and animals is the most important environmental problem facing the world today. What about city development? So 6% of the population in 2000 thought that city development was the most important environmental problem facing the world. How about today? Today, only 5% of the population believe that the most important environmental problem facing the world is city development. How many people had no opinion on the subject in 2000? That's right, 5% of the population had no opinion on the topic in 2000. How about today? Only 2% only 2% have no opinion as to what is the most important environmental problem facing the world today. Okay, so this chart shows, let's read, how the environment will change, new environmental problems since 2000, students' ideas about the environment in the past and now, the main cause of environmental problems today. And the answer is students' ideas about the environment in the past and now. So that's the student population. When I said population, it was really the student population at the Fairview Community College. Okay, great. Number two, in 2000, the largest percentage of students thought what was the most important problem? That's right, air pollution. The students thought air pollution was the largest percentage of students thought air pollution was the most important problem. Three, everyone, the biggest change between 2000 and today was in the percentage of students who chose energy, garbage, air pollution, or global warming. That's right. The biggest change between 2000 and today was in the percentage of students who chose global warming. Number four, the percentage of students who chose loss of plants and animals in 2000 and today went up, went down, stayed the same, was very large. That's right, stayed the same. So the sentence will read, the percentage of students who chose loss of plants and animals in 2000 and today stayed the same. Number five, today students are more worried about energy, garbage, water pollution, city development than they were in 2000. That's right, it's energy. Everyone, today students are more worried about energy than they were in 2000. Number six, in 2000, students were least worried about garbage, global warming, water pollution, or city development. That's right, city development. So the sentence should be, in 2000, students were least worried about city development. Okay, so that was a lot of pronunciation, a lot of repetition, but that's also while we're doing that, that is strengthening the muscles in your mouth and hopefully giving you more confidence in what it is that you're when you're speaking out loud. Okay, so we've done 112. Let's try to get in one more. 113. Complete the sentences. Use present real or present unreal conditionals. Number 1, everyone, if people live far from their place of work, comma, they spend more money on gas. Notice that when you create that kind of a sentence with the if, you're going to use a comma for that clause. Number 2, if we bought an apartment in the city, we, that's right, would walk to work. It's if. So if it's fantasy at the moment, it's going to be would. Number 3, if we remember to turn off the lights, our electric bill always goes down. Bill is an it. He, she, and it needs an S on the verb. Goes down. Number 4, in our neighborhood, there's usually a flood if we get more than 6 inches of rain. Not a fantasy. Number 5, if supermarkets that's right, would start charging for plastic bags, people would bring their own. Number 6, everyone, if you fixed that leaky faucet, you would save hundreds of gallons of water. Number 7, if water temperature rises above 0 degrees, ice would melt. If. 8, if we buy one of the new light bulbs, we would save money on electricity. Okay. Number 3, answer the questions, use your own ideas. Number 1, if you had enough money, what would you buy? A new house or a new car? If I had enough money, I'd buy a new house. Number 2, if you went on a long trip, where would you go? Around the world or to Antarctica? Your answer? Okay. Number 3, if you are in a fast food restaurant, what do you usually order? A hamburger or a salad? The answer is going to start, and it's going to be, if I am in a fast food restaurant, or if I were in a fast food restaurant. If, I want to go back because I realized that we didn't really explain this. If I went on a long trip, I would go around the world. If I am in a fast food restaurant, I would usually order a hamburger. Number 4, if you went on your dream vacation, where would you go? To a beach or to a big city? If I went on my dream vacation, I would go to. Number 5, if you are thirsty, what do you drink? Water or soda? Answer, if I am thirsty, I drink water. Number 6, if you need help, who do you usually talk to? Your family or a friend? If I need help, I usually talk to both. Okay, so I'm sorry I went just a little too fast on that one, but hopefully we've got it all. All right, see you next time.